Hello everyone. Today I will show you a very simple technique how to find the square root of perfect square of large number. As you can see here, we have a very large number. We need to find the square root of these numbers. So by applying what? 3 steps only. Okay. So to start with, let me show you now. I will demonstrate with the example. Okay. So the first step, we need to identify the last digit. We need to identify the last digit. The last digit here is what? 4. Okay. So I will make a different color so as you can identify easily, guys. Okay. The last digit is 4. So the last digit to be 4, either it will be 2 or 8, because 2 times 2 is 4 and 8 times 8 will be 64. So the last digit of this number, the square root of this number, should be what? Either 2 or 8. Then I will cancel the last 2 digits. I will make it the same color now. Now I need to find a perfect square which is closest to 23 but less than 23. Keep in your mind, guys, now I need to find perfect square which is closest to 23 but less than 23. So the number will be what? 4 times 4, which is equal to what? 16. Am I right? But 5 times 5 is what? 25, which is greater than 23. So that is the number. Now the second number is what? 4. So the number either it can be 42 or 48. Now the next step, how to identify whether the number is 42 or 48. Now we need to follow the third step. I will multiply this one by the next number. The next number after 4 is 5. So 4 times 5 is 20. Then I will compare 23 with 20. 23 is greater than 20. Therefore, the number should be what? 42. The number should be 42. Therefore, square root of 2304, it will be what? 42. Let me show you now the next step. Second example. Okay. So the second example, it will be what? 3969. So the last digit here is what? The last digit is 9. So if the last digit is 9, either it will be what? 3 or 7, because 3 times 3 is 9 and 7 times 7 is 49. So the last digit should be what? Either it can be 3 or 7. Now I don't need the last 2 digits now. Okay, so I will make it different color so as you can identify easily, guys. Now I need to find perfect square of 39, closest to 39 or less than 39. Therefore it should be what? 6. 6 times 6 is 36, but 7 times 7 is 49, which is greater than 39. So I will take what? A perfect square which is closest to 39 but less than, closest to 39 but less than 39. Therefore 6 times 6 is what? 36, which is closest, the perfect square which is closest to 39. Okay, now the second digit will be what? 6. The number either it will be 63 or 67. Then how do I identify whether the number is 63 or 67? The next step it will be what? You need to multiply this one by the next number. After 6, it will be what? 7. 7 times 6 is 42. Now, we need to compare 39 with 42. If 39 is greater, then you need to take what? The larger number. If 39 is less, then we need to compare what? Less, then you need to take what? The smaller number. Now, 39 is less than 42. Therefore, the number should be what? You need to take the smaller number. So it should be what? 63. So let me do it again. The next number, okay? So the last digit is 6. The last digit is 6. Therefore, it should be what? The last digit, either it will be 4, because 4 times 4 is 16, or 6 times 6 is what? 36. So now I don't need these two last digits now. Okay. Now we need to concentrate what? We need to focus on 54. I need to find a perfect square which is closest to 54 but less than 54. So it should be what? 8 times 8 is 64. I cannot take it. Then 7 times 7 is 49. So 7 times 7, 49 is a perfect square which is closest to 54 but less than 54. Therefore, I will take 7. Okay. Therefore, the second digit is what? 7, 7. So the number it will be what? Either 74 or 76. How do we determine now? I need to multiply by the next number. After 7, it will be 8. 8 times 7 is 56. Now, we need to compare 54 and 56. Since 54 is less than 56, then you will take what? The smaller number. That is, which is equal to what? 74. Done. So, to master, okay, let me show you now the other square root, So, as we did before, now let's do it first. 3, either it will be 3 or 7. And then we need to cancel what? These two numbers. Okay, I need to find what? A perfect square which is closest to 68, which is equal to what? 8. 8 times 8 is 64. Now, either it will be 83 or 87. Okay, then multiply 8 by the next number. The next number is what? 9, which is equal to what? 72. Then compare 68 and 72. 68 is less than 72. Therefore, you will take what? The smaller number. The smaller number is what? 83. Done. Then here we have only one option. So the last number is what? 5. We don't have any other number. Now I will cancel the two last digits. 72. What is the number which is close, a perfect square which is closest to 72? Should be what? 64, which is equal to what? 8. Because 9 times 9 is 81, which is larger. So I will take what? 8 times 8, 64. Okay. Then we don't need any option, We have only what? One option. So it should be what? 85. Then let's do this one now. Here, the last digit is what? 6. The last digit is 6 now. So either it will be the last digit here should be what? 4, because 4 times 4 is 16, or 6 times 6 is what? 36. Now I don't need this last two digits now. Okay, now we have 3 digits remaining, 129. I need to find perfect square which is closest but less than 129, which is equal to what? 11, because 11 times 11 is 121. 12 times 12 is 144, which is greater than 129. So I will take what? 11. Then you need to put what? You have 3 digits, 11, and then 11. So the number will be what? Either 114 or 116. So you need to multiply this one by what? By the next number. The next number is what? 112. Okay, I mean 12. So just multiply 12 and 13. I'm sorry, 11 and 12. Okay, so if you multiply 11 times 12, it will be what? 132. So now compare. 129 is less than 132. Therefore, you will take what? The smaller number. The smaller number is what? 114. So the square root of 12,916 is what? 114. I'm sorry. Yeah. So it will be what? 114. Done. So let's do the next one. we have 15,129. So let's do it first, 3 and 7, because 3 times 3 is 9, as we did it before. Now, the next step will be what? I don't need these 2 digits now. Okay, let's make it color now, so as you can identify easily. Then, perfect square, which is closest to 151, but less than 151. It should be what? 12 times 12 is 144. 13 times 13 is what? 169. So I will take what? The closest one, but less than 151, which is equal to what? 144. Okay. Therefore, the number either it will be 123 or 127. The next step, I will multiply 12 by the next number. The next number is what? 113. I mean 13. Am I right? 12 times 13. Okay. Then you got what? 156. I'm sorry. 12 times 13 will be what? 156. Now compare. 151 is less than 156. Therefore, you will take what? The smaller number, which is equal to what? 123. Let me show you now again. 17,976. Therefore, either it will be 4, the last digit, or 6. Now, I don't need the last 2 digits now. So I'll make it different color. Find a perfect square which is closest to 179, but less than 179, which is equal to what? So 13 times 13 is 169. 14 times 14 is 196. So I will take what? The smallest one. Am I right? Therefore, the number it will be what? Either 134 or 136. Okay, then multiply this one by what? By the next number, by 14. Okay, so multiply 13 by 14, then compare. So 13 multiplied by 14, it will be what? 182. Okay, 179, since 179 is less than 182, so I will take what? The smaller number. The smaller number is what? 134. So let's do the next one. This will be what? 24,964. So the last number should be what? We have 4. Either it will be 2 or 8. Okay, then I don't need the last 2 digits now. Make it different color. Then it will be what? So if you multiply 15 by 15, it will be what? 225. Am I right? 15 times 15, it will be what? 225. So, but if you multiply 16 by 16, it will be what? 256. You cannot take 16 times 16. So I will take what? 15 times 15. So, which is what? Closest and smaller than 249. 15 times 15 is 225. Then either it will be what? 152 or 158. Then what will be the next number? You need to multiply this one by what? By 16. So as what? To determine which one is the number. I mean, whether it will be what? 152 or 158. So you need to multiply 15 by the next number 16, 240. Now, keep in your mind now, 249 is greater than 240. Therefore, you will take what? The largest number. The largest number is what? 158. That's very simple. Just apply the 3 steps, you know. So the last, I will show you now. We have the last number is what? 6. So either it will be 4 or 6. So now I don't need these 2 digits now. Okay. So we need to find what perfect square, which is closest to 466. So now you need to be careful. 20 times 20 is 400. Okay. So just write 21 times 21. It will be what? 441. 23 I mean 22 times 22. Okay, 22 times 22, it will be what? 484. Therefore, it should be what? 21. 21 times 21 is closest to 461. Then the number, it will be what? Either 214 or 216. So just multiply this one by what? By the next number. The next number is 22. Therefore, 21 times 22, which is equal to what? 462. Okay, now compare. 466 is larger than 466. 62, I mean. Therefore, since the top one is larger, 466 is larger than 462, then you will take what? The largest number. The largest number is what? 216. Yes. So here also what? Similarly, you can do it, So you do have what? 4, because the last number is what? 6. 4 or 6. Because 4 times 4 is 16, and 6 times 6 is what? 36. Now, I don't need the last 2 digits now. Okay. Here, you need to be careful, guys, now. So you need to choose what? The closest number now. Okay. So if you choose 24 times 24, it will be what? 576. No, you cannot take it now. 23 times 23, it will be what? 529, which is larger. We cannot take it, 22 times 22. It will be what? 484. Therefore, the closest is what? 22. Now, the number, it will be what? Either 224 or 226. Okay. Now, how do I determine now? We need to multiply this one by 23. Then compare. Okay. Therefore, 22 times 23, which is equal to what? 506. 506. So 501 is less than 506. Therefore, you will take the smaller number. The smaller number is what? 24. So guys, it's very easy. You can find it. Just follow the steps. Once if you follow the step, and then if you practice, it will be what? Within a short time, within seconds, you can find what? The square root of perfect square of large number. So sharing is caring. That's why I would like to share with you guys. So don't forget to share with the others. See you next time with another episode. So take care. Don't forget to share, because sharing is caring.